Hello there, it's Afaff from Afaff Paintball Field Reviews, and here we'll be taking a look at Matt's Outback in Coventry. There are 5 fields that we saw there, 3 of which could be combined if there are enough people to play on them. The first fields that we played on were the 2 woodsball fields. One is a wooden fort which is set back into one of the corners of the netted area that is the woodsball fields. This makes for an excellent game of attack and defend, with one team moving in on a fort to rotate the flag, and the other team inside the fort to defend the flag, which is on the outside. The attackers will usually spawn at the village section. Village is 3 small buildings next to each other in sort of a camping cabins fashion. In the middle of both these fields is a small 2-story castle called the Meat Grinder by the refs and local players. All of these are good for attack and defend. A lot of the time, the fields will be combined to support more players, which gives the players a more dynamic game than it would be with only one of the fields. The other non-speedball field, Tires, was, as the name states, mostly made of stacked tires for cover. In the center was a 4-legged tower of tires that's higher than any of the other surrounding cover on the map. The speedball field is very well done with a special construct on one side that allows for both the refs and teammates to watch the game. However, the field is reserved mostly for hardcore players and teams when they were around, and they were when we went there. The refs at Matt's Outback were friendly to players on the field, helping them as they went. There were only a couple refs for the woodsball and one for the rec ball field, but that was made up for with the vantage points that they had on each field. Tires had a rise next to a pond. That was a good spot to see the action. The woodsball fields had rocks that the refs used, and the speedball had the stand above where the players watched. There was a bit of a wait for the games to start because of the capacity of the woodsball fields and the small number of refs, but the actual games lasted for a long time. Refs allowed mercying and bunkering. Rentals were assisted as needed, but were otherwise treated as any other player in the game. No going easy on the rentals. The pro shop was a cozy 2-room building with 1 or 2 people in there at all times. They sell high and standard quality gear and in good numbers. They will also repair and do maintenance on your marker for a price. The air stations, where you fill your air tanks, are self-serving, meaning that you have to fill your air tank yourself. They also serve hot dogs straight from the grill. Something that I noticed about this place is that there is a membership that you can purchase, which gives you benefits like walk-on entry, free walk-on entry, and reduced entry costs into scenario and fundraiser games. I don't have one myself, but it's a different business style than what other places in Connecticut are doing. Matt's Outback is a place for players of all kinds, with good fields and both speedball and woodsball players. The fields are well maintained and they have a decent sized pro shop. The refs use high vantage points to see the games easier, requiring less refs. The only thing that I could think they could improve on is the time it gets out in the field, and this is mainly due to the lack of refs on at one time. Other than that, there are some good times to be had at Matt's Outback. This is Afaff, signing off.